Hey, what's up guys? So, my final thoughts on Modern Warfare's Alpha. After going back and playing some Black Ops 4 for the past couple days, man, do I really miss this game. And it really just doesn't come down to this game being so much better in its gameplay mechanic. It's more so the frustrating moments in Black Ops 4. Whether you die to the specialist equipment, the specialist weapon, or if you get eliminated by a gun that you don't have, which is my biggest concern for this game's future, is what are they going to be putting in like the supply drops, because we all know for the first couple weeks, maybe a month, there's no supply drops, so wait for the reviews to go out, and then they go ahead and add some type of, microtransaction that actually affects gameplay, like we had with the Stingray in Black Ops 4. But really, I want to talk more so about this game. And again, what really made me wanted to make this video was how frustrating it was to play Black Ops 4 and when you're on a nice set of score streaks and then you just get knocked off of him because he pushed one button because, well, he needs to get a kill. Like, you just got to give him that button to get a free kill. Whether it is like, calling in the dog where, you don't even have a time to react because it just spawns in the map and then you just get hit by it and you're like, dude, I was like 1 or 2 off my, score streak. It's really frustrating, right? Whereas this game, it doesn't really feel that frustrating when you lose to your opponent. Most of the time, you are either getting outgunned or maybe you are in a bad position, but there's not a one button that you just hit because there's not going to be any specialists here. They're going to give you just that free, oh, I win button. The only real thing is the camping in this game is my biggest complaint. Now, in this instance over here, we actually won the round because we had more health than our opponent. And what's interesting with this gameplay mechanic is, obviously, if you get shot and your opponent is at 100 HP and you're at like 5 HP, the only way that you're going to realistically win is if you camp. But because the way that this game is oriented is it encourages the gunfights to actually happen because there's a flag that you can go ahead and cap. So this gameplay is totally fine, but I think for the regular modes like search and destroy and stuff, the camping definitely does exist in this game mode even though the time frame is a little bit shorter. The amount of people that will just sit there in their spawn in the very beginning, especially if you don't play the OSP mode, a lot of people will just sit there with their weapon and just be like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and set on this head glitch. But in the other OSP mode, because the better weapons are kind of more in the map, as in towards the middle of the map, it encourages you to play a little bit more aggressive and go ahead and go for those weapons, which I do definitely like. Like for this instance, you see the guy literally camping in the far back, and he's going to go ahead and, I think he like picks up a sniper and just sits in the back there. So we're going to go ahead and flash him real quick. His boyfriend comes over here and we're just going to go ahead and bop him right in the head real fast. But like, again, this is just an FPS game issue where like camping is annoying. No one likes dying to a camper, and because this game doesn't have the frustrating deaths with those DLC locked weapons, at least not as of right now. But again, it's just in a situation where every FPS game, if someone camps, they're usually going to have the advantage on you. Because the sound is so good in this game, people are definitely camping so they can hear those footsteps. But in addition to that, you have this mechanic where you can actually mount your gun onto a surface, and you get recoil reduction, and you're basically less exposed. It's like a head glitch dream for the most part. But I don't like that mechanic. I think that mechanic should be completely removed. No one likes to die to it. It's the only real frustrating deaths in this game. Although dying to someone that's camping is definitely annoying, but obviously if you can get dead silence in the game as some type of perk or attachment, even on a gun, I don't know how that would work on a gun, but just put it somehow in the game, and then I'll be like, dude, there's really nothing to complain about other than, of course, when they release the supply drop guns, because more than likely that will happen because they're making it so there is no season pass that you're going to have to purchase, which is awesome, but at the same time, they're going to need to make money elsewhere, and that's probably going to be through guns. I mean, if they just put cosmetic microtransactions, honestly, there's not too much to complain about this game, other than, like, I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time, like most of you guys, and I want something new. Like, Advanced Warfare added the Exo movement, Black Ops 4 added the specialist. Some people liked him, some people didn't, but at least there was something new, right? Now this game it feels really solid, but there's really nothing new here. And for our content creator, there is, however, something new for us, and that is all of the gun's attachments. But for the most part, let's be honest here, what you're going to be putting on your weapon is more than likely high caliber rapid fire if you don't play competitive. If you play competitively, it's going to be usually quick draw and stock. Like, those are like the go-to things for every single one of the guns that you use. I mean, this game's meta has been like, for the longest time, it's been the SOG and Maddox, which they did mention that there might be actually God Guns making a return to this game, and that is due to one of the guys that's working on the game saying that competitive and balancing weapons have taken the fun on a Call of Duty, so we could definitely see the return potentially of those god guns in the game, which I kind of like that idea, because if you're playing against a scrub and he's running, you know, some gun with a bunch of janky attachments, you're just going to destroy them. But at least that there is that variety in the game, and I hope that they add a lot more new guns. And I'm kind of worried about this game's longevity, and I hope that they add some type of a system where when there's something new, you can hop in and play it, right? Like, for example, Fortnite, they add a new item or equipment or something. You just play the game and you get the new item, right? Whereas with Call of Duty, you want to get the new item. Well, I hope in the supply drop that you get it, but one of the most frustrating things is going up against someone that has something that you can't have, especially when it's locked behind complete RNG. It's just not that fun at the end of the day to lose to, again, something that you don't have access to. But that's just the way Call of Duty is. But anyways, those are my 2 cents. Those are my thoughts on it. I would love to know your guys' thoughts down below. Now that maybe you've played some Modern Warfare, you know, what are your guys' complaints with this game? At the end of the day, who knows what's going to be, you know, their business model, because I think that that's going to be the determining factor if this game is going to be, you know, returning to its glory spot. Because Call of Duty used to be the game that everyone wanted to copy, but nowadays, Call of Duty, as far as Twitch goes, it's not necessarily a ghost town, but it's not nearly what it used to be. And I hope this Call of Duty does make a return to that. But again, games these days need to update quite frequently, and they need to make it available for everyone, which they are doing with like the maps. But I think that we also need new weapons and stuff. And again, I hope that those aren't locked behind certain paywalls. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And if you did, drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel here and want to see more Call of Duty content, I'll be uploading a ton of Call of Duty stuff very soon. Obviously, we got the new beta coming out, and that's where we're going to be able to check out all the perks, the attachments. Hopefully they'll give us a good variety so we can get a lot of new content. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. I'm signing out. Peace.